Welcome back. I'm still Jacob Rees-Mogg, and work has begun today on what will become the UK's largest Christian monument, a vast postmodern Mobius-shaped structure in the West Midlands, measuring 167 feet, twice the size of the Angel of the North, named the Eternal Wall of Answered Prayer. It will contain 1 million bricks, each linked to a story of hope and faith, and will stand as a symbol to the eternal nature of God. But should such a modern design have been favoured over a more traditional one, perhaps akin to the Gothic architecture of England's cathedrals? Well, I'm joined now by the monument's founder, Richard Gamble. Rich, first of all, congratulations. It's a great day for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an exciting day. It's been 21 years, 7,864 days, and all that time it's been a dream. But today we've started digging, and so we move into reality.
And a million bricks to go.
Correct, yes. So the idea is that every brick will represent a story of answered prayer, and then people will be able to point their phones at any one of the bricks in the structure, and their phone will light up and it'll tell them the story of hope that lies within. So we're trying to combine the digital and physical worlds.
And what is the importance of this for you, the symbolism of it? What point are you trying to get across that you've devoted 21 years of your life to?
We want to communicate the power of prayer, and we want to communicate that Jesus is still alive and that he listens and that he answers. And actually, there's a massive society that believe in prayer and are experiencing his answers, and let the nation know that that is taking place.
And in a society that's become increasingly secular, have you had any naysayers, any pushback, any people saying, surely in the 21st century, this is all superstition and why are we doing this?
Well, I think it's inevitable that you get people oppose it, but I'm not sure that I buy into the secular society narrative. We did a survey a few years ago that said 50% of 18 to 24-year-olds were praying at least once a month. I mean, that's a huge number. So I think that the way it's been communicated over the years, it's been dumbed down and maybe put on mute a little bit. But I think many people, and maybe COVID has helped in this one sense, as people are calling on God like they've never done before in this nation.
Well, an awful lot of people start praying when they think a plane is going to crash, don't they? Even ones who pretend they're agnostic at other times. And in your own prayer life, are there specific prayers that you might like to talk about that you've had answered? Has this been really important and instrumental to you, other than your major prayer, that this project should get going?
Yes, there's been a lot. There's been a lot in line with that. Well, I mean, firstly, I'd say, for me, prayer is a conversation. It's having a conversation with Jesus. And so that's like a regular daily occurrence for me. But there have been times when I've asked him for things. One thing, I had an incurable disease in my spine called ankylosing spondylitis. Mm-hmm. Had it for about 20 years. And then one day somebody prayed for me and I felt a heat go through my spine. Went for an MRI scan and the doctor went, oh, it stopped. And in fact, I had a checkup just a few months ago and they were like, this has been 12 years now and it's still stopped. And I'm like, yeah, I keep telling you, I've been healed.
And that miracles do, in fact, happen.
Yeah.
That the power of prayer is quite extraordinary.
Yes.
And you've got a million examples of this. And have the people sponsored a brick, or have they come to you with their story and their reality of faith?
Well, so far we've got about 150,000 stories that have come in. So we're asking people to go onto the website, eternalwall.org.uk, and just share our story. And there's no charge to that. I don't think we should be charging money for people to share what God's done in their life. And if people want to donate, that's great. But if they just want to share the story, that's great too. My
dear old church used to charge for indulgences and funded building St. Peter's. So there's good historic precedent for it. And you will get the prayers. You've got some more money to raise?
Yes, so we need to raise another 5 million. The monument is covered. So that's why that building's beginning. And then we just need to make the site operational and need to raise another 5 million for car park and drainage, visitor centre, that sort of stuff. And we'd like to get to about 250,000 answered prayers by the time we open.
Right, yes.
And so the idea is then that we will light it up as more of the answered prayers come in. So,
oh, how wonderful. So it will be a physical light shining in the darkness as more prayers are answered.
Yes.
OK, there is one question for you that I can't not ask.
OK.
It's a bit ugly, isn't it?
Oh.
Couldn't we have had some beautiful Gothic structure? You know, if you think of And it's got modern architects involved. What does the king think?
Well, I don't know. We'll have to have a chat with him later. But, well, we ran a global competition with the Royal Institute of British Architects. 133 architects applied from 28 countries. And the winning architect was a Christian architect called Snug Architects. And he felt God spoke to him in about 5 minutes on the design. So I'm banking on that one. But I suppose the point is, you know, we want to create a piece of art for people to discuss and provoke a discussion about prayer and what does this really mean?
Well, I think some people thought St Paul's was ugly when it was built. So you're probably in very good company. Richard, thank you so much for joining me. Coming up in just